Chapter 2, Behind the Attic Wall, Sylvia Cassidy. The first thing Maggie's eye rested on as she stared out the car window was the brass plaque next to the huge double doors. Adelphi Hills Academy, it said, and she knew that once again she had been tricked. There were no great aunts, and there was no house. She was being delivered to another boarding school. Of all the school buildings she had ever seen, though, this was by far the most menacing. Nothing stirred anywhere. No curtain, no leaf, no spiral of smoke. And no color broke the smoothness of its walls. It was like a photograph in a black and white, fallen from the pages of some forgotten album. Uncle Morris unfolded himself from the car, reached into the back seat for the duffel bag, and ceremoniously opened Maggie's door, freezing like a footman. But she didn't move. She wouldn't get out. She would stay here in the car until somebody drove her back to the train station and sent her back to... back where? Uncle Morris, balancing the duffel bag on his shoulder, turned up the walk and slowly approached the wide stone steps. Where could she go? Her uncle paused now and turned around to look at her. The duffel bag tipped him slightly to one side, and he rested on his walking stick. Back where? You'll have to walk faster than that if you hope to make the front steps before nightfall, he called out. But she remained in her seat and her eyes fixed on the great stone wall. Back where? Back to North Wellington Academy for Girls, where just the day before the headmistress had told her she was a disgrace to the school. Back to the school before that, where she had lasted only a week. Back to the school before that. Back where? Back nowhere. That's where. And slowly Maggie got out of the car. Her legs were unsteady, and she grew dizzy for a moment. She leaned against the car door and watched her duffel bag continue its progress up the front walk. Once again, she looked over the broad wall of stone in front of her, and for a quick moment she caught a glimpse of what seemed to be a red head, following her arrival from a high window. But then the wall was still, and only a sunbeam